Yeah, man, growing up in Oakland, you know, we all got hoods and we all got, different lifestyles. But at the end of the day, I feel like Oakland is built, it's something in the water that makes us like different. And we connect with certain cities that we feel could be like us. Like when we go there, it doesn't feel like far-fetched from being where we from. I remember talking to E40 and I think he kind of told me like, he took credit for it. He made, I don't know, but that's E40. He always take credit for things. But he said him and B Legit kind of set that relationship together back in like the 90s when him and they will always do shows in Detroit and they will always work with the artists and they will always just do certain things. So I think they sprinkled some Bay Area, sauce out there and, they kept the relationship going to where like most Detroit artists, when they come to the Bay, first person they lock in with is E40 or somebody from the Sick With It Camp, his record label. So we different in our ways, maybe like the lingo and the way we dress or something, but like when it come to game, like the Bay, we known for pimps and players, and that's the same way Detroit is. They known for their players and they pimps and the historical, the historical part of, Black heritage, and same with us in the Bay Area. So I feel like we cousins, man. We call each other cousins. I think the reason like a street guy hasn't broke out from Detroit, a street artist, I mean, it's the same as Oakland and the Bay Area. Like, I think it's knowledge. I feel like a lot of people might have had opportunities, but like the knowledge wasn't there for them to take the opportunity. And that's one of the reasons why like it's big for Motown to go back to Detroit, is to give artists the knowledge. Labels got this, we get good rap. We got a good rap and bad rap about us too. So, and I think the bad rap get, mentioned a lot more than what good things a label could do for you. And I just feel like it was certain, decisions that certain artists didn't have the knowledge to make. So I really think that's it, and I think Vez is one of the dudes to kick it off. And I think it's a lot more artists from Detroit, 42 Doug, Eastside Peasy, even like, me and Dej Loaf always been from the beginning. And then, Big Sean, I think it's just progress. I think certain people had to open doors for people to feel comfortable to go back to Detroit. Motown left in the 80s or 70s, I believe. And, that was their industry. And the fact that, the industry and the internet is making things more accessible, I feel like Detroit is going to be one of the next cities that just go crazy with a bunch of artists being signed. The impact Oakland, like, you can't pay for that. It's just like, you see it, you born in it, like, it's like a part of our blood cells, I guess. Like, we hustlers, you know what I mean? Like, of course, we come from the independent game with the likes of like E40, Too Short, Hammer, Souls of Mischief. Like, we come from that game, but we also come from like the major label side of things too. So we come from business, you know what I mean? We come from like, we're not just pimps and players, you know what I mean? Like, we bosses too, you know what I mean? That's probably why Silicon Valley out there, like Instagram, Facebook, like, it's something in the water to where like we just know how to move in a room. Like, we could be from Oakland, you could be from San Francisco, you could be from Vallejo, but we could go to a different city or state and blend in with everybody. If I don't say I'm from Oakland, I don't know how you can tell that I'm from Oakland. Like, we could blend in, but then we could also let you know where we from once you do identify, like, yeah, you from Oakland, and we could let you know, like, yeah, I'm from the town, and yeah, we represent it, you know what I mean? Sports, music, like, we all over the place, and we got a strong bond, you know what I mean? Nobody from Oakland or the Bay Area can say they from there and nobody not know them, you know what I mean? From the likes of like a Damian Lillard to Marshawn Lynch to E40 Too Short to our, our legendary street guys, Lil D. We all got some form of history with each other, from our parents to our family to our cousins to the game. So, Oakland is gamed up. It's a mentality of making it, and if you can make it out of Oakland, I know it's cliche to say, but you can make it out of anywhere. The digital world is helping artists and street artists because it moves things a little faster for them. They can hit a lot more people with just posting up a picture or releasing a song. I feel like back in the day, you literally had to like jump in a van and drive to each city and shake hands with everybody. Well, now you can just go onto an artist's IG page, put a 100 emoji and a follow, and you did, you know, you can save you a flight, hotel, and everything by building that relationship off of that. And I just think, you know, it makes it easier. Like I wouldn't say myself, but like I still like to go out to people's cities and see what they talking about. But you know, some people at the label don't go outside of their label, so it helps them get an understanding of who you are and, you know, engagement with your followers. And, you know, when you're reposting people listening to your music, you can see the emotions that it brings to people when they playing your stuff. So I think it, you know, of course digitally made it easier, but, you know, at some time you still gotta see if it's real. You know, that's what I take pride in, that I actually come pull up in your city and see what it's like, who they like, why they like you, but you know, digital definitely help everybody. You know what I mean?